Hi guys, it's Karina. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So,
down south, hood baby, make all the girls go crazy.
Go stupid. But you smart like an A+ student.
today it's like 4 in the morning. I just took my pill because I'm on a crazy sleep schedule right now. I just wanted to get on here and kind of talk about my feelings because I like to vent and it helps me to feel better, especially late at night. I suffer with really bad like sundowners anxiety, and so I tend to, get in my own head, especially at nighttime. And I just wanted to talk about everything right now that I'm feeling. So, you guys know that back in like February, I met somebody and me and this person clicked almost instantly. We had a bond that was crazy. Like, I've never clicked with somebody faster in my entire life. And me and this person got really close. It eventually turned into a relationship. We were pretty serious for a while, and we were on and off for like a couple months, and then we started talking back in early July, and now it's late August. Basically back on like, I don't remember the exact day, like August around the 5th to the 7th, things ended between us, and that was his choice. If it was up to me, things wouldn't have ended. Especially for the reason that they ended. It was just really stupid and childish, and so him and I are no longer on speaking terms at the moment, and that was my choice. I made the decision to just block him because I don't really need, I'm not trying to like sit here and waste time and like play games. Like, either you want me or you don't is kind of where I'm at right now. And so that happened back on, like I said, early August, and that took a toll on me. It still is taking a toll on me, adjusting to going from literally talking to somebody every second of every day, FaceTiming every single night without fail, to going to not even having any contact with them. No Snapchat, no texting, no calling, no nothing. It's been a huge change, especially when I clicked with that person so well and I loved them so much. I still do love them. I mean, like, I hate them because of what they did to me. I love them. They're amazing. And it's like the type of bond where I could not physically be mad at this person. So that's been a really weird, hard adjustment for me. Everyone keeps telling me, like, if it's meant to work out between you two, it will, and I'm just trying to have faith in that for now and just like trust the process, I guess. And Haley has been nothing but sweet and nothing but supportive for me, and it means a lot. Obviously, I have a really supportive sister, and Nathan, my sister's boyfriend, is like a brother to me. I love him so much, and they're all super supportive, and I have a really good support system around me, even though I feel kind of alone without my person. It's been a hard change, but I have, like I said, an amazing support system. And I want to apologize if my mouth looks kind of purple. It's because I use like the tablets that you chew to see where you missed when brushing. I use those because I'm a freak about my teeth. Anyways, side rant, not the point. So that's been a pretty big change for me. Pretty hard change, not only mentally but emotionally, and just kind of learning to be alone, and learning that you can't force people to stay somewhere they don't want to be. That's been a huge change, and I'm trying to adjust to that slowly but surely. So that's been something that I've had to kind of come to terms with and adapt to over the past couple of weeks. As far as life circumstances go, I've been in a good place mentally for the past couple weeks, surprisingly. I went and saw the doctor again, and that was a really good appointment. We followed up, and we've got everything on track until I go back, and I've been in a really good place. Like I said, surprisingly, I was not okay for a long time, and I was really depressed after everything with my grandma, and just like losing somebody that you love so much so sudden is really jarring, and it really can take effect on you as a person. It really can define you if you let it. And for a while I was just sucked into this really deep depression and this just mental fog overall that just was not, I just wasn't myself for a long time, and I'm finally coming out of that. I'm finally coming to terms with everything, and I've had time to grieve, and I've had time to cope with the loss of my grandma, which obviously this is a person that I loved more than anything else in this world. My grandma was everything to me. I have a different kind of respect for my grandparents. Like, they're amazing, and I was really close with her. And obviously that is hard, and it's jarring to go through something like that as expected. Like, nobody wants to lose a family member, but I've had my time to grieve, and I've had my time to be sad, and obviously like still those emotions come out, which is completely normal. And mostly I think I'm not getting over it, but I'm coming to terms with it, and it's easier for me to go throughout each day and have a smile on my face instead of focusing on the negatives and being depressed about it, because obviously you can't change death, you can't change it, it's irreversible. Yeah, so that's kind of an update there. As far as like me personally, I am looking for a new car right now because I drive a 2003 Oldsmobile Alero that my dad, his sweet self, bought me as I was going into my sophomore year. Right after my mom died, I was going into my, I believe, either end of sophomore year or beginning of junior year. He bought me a car because after my mom passed away, obviously he was at work every day and he couldn't drive me to school, and he didn't want me to have to walk every day, especially in the hot sun or in the freezing winter. So he bought me a car, and I've been driving my car for around 4.5 years now, and it's an amazing car. It's got me from point A to point B, and I'm so thankful for it, but it's just time for something newer and more reliable, because now that I've started work at the IRS, I haven't started yet, but now that I'm working at the IRS, I'll need obviously reliable transportation to get there and back. It's not as bad of a commute as my last job, but it definitely is still a commute. It's like, I want to say like 35 minutes from my house. So I'm obviously going to need a car that is more reliable, that I can count on a little bit more than my car that I have now. So Oliver is on his last leg. Oliver is my car's name, for those of you that are curious. So yeah, that's kind of something with me. Also, I still am planning on finishing my cosmetology course. I'm like 1,400 hours into it. It's only a 1,600 hour course. Back in 2018 in January, that's when I started, and I dropped out of college, dropped out of beauty school early 2019 for personal reasons. That is right when I got my job at the resort. If you guys remember, back in like last year, I worked at the resort. I still love it with my whole heart, and I wish I still worked there. What was I saying? Yeah, I worked at a resort. It was incredible, and I love it with my whole heart. And so anyways, I dropped out of beauty school, that's my point. And I dropped out of beauty school for personal reasons. Like I said, I was literally like 200 hours from completing the course and graduating and having my cosmetology license that would cover everything from basic skincare to barbering. It's a pretty big license, but it does require obviously a lot of schooling, a lot of money, and state boards, passing state boards, and just there's a bunch of different stuff that goes into cosmetology. It's a lot of work, and it's definitely like my passion. I love it so much. I do still plan on going back to school, but I'm wanting to transfer my hours to a different school, either that or do like an internship to finish up the rest of my hours, which I think would be better. I'm not sure if I would still have to take boards at that point or if the internship works differently. I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know if I want to wait to go back to school or just do it as soon as possible. I'm still thinking about that. So that's kind of where I'm at with school. And as far as my job goes, I'm employed at the IRS, and I've been on with the IRS since late June, early May. And right now I'm on weather and safety leave, which means because of COVID, I'm not working. My name is on a list to be called in, and I'm just waiting for the phone call to start training. But I'm getting paid, which is good. I'm making steady money. I feel very comfortable with where I'm at financially right now, and I feel like I can fend for myself. I have recently started paying my car insurance because I'm 20, and that is something a 20-year-old should do. And so I'm paying my dad monthly for my car insurance. I obviously have been paying for my own phone since I was a senior, and just kind of trying to be more financially stable on my own and take care of my own stuff, like registering my car, which happens this month, and registering to vote, and just all of this big adult stuff, looking to move out, finding a roommate. Haley and I want to get an apartment together, and so there's just a lot of stuff that is like on the forefront of my mind right now. But yeah, I feel really comfortable with where I'm at right now. Relationship wise, obviously I am single right now. I am not really looking for anybody because I'm still head over heels in love with my ex. I love him so much. And if things work out between us, great. If not, then that's just how it's meant to be. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at life-wise, and I just wanted to kind of let you know in detail where I've been mentally and physically and emotionally. I obviously have been trying to change my mindset because, like I said, for a long time I was not okay. I was not okay physically or mentally. And for a while I wasn't eating. I don't suffer with any eating disorders by any means, but for a while I was not eating. And I've been trying to be better about that. I've been trying to be better about just like health in general, maintaining my health, keeping myself hydrated, especially with COVID. It's super important. Obviously staying safe, practicing social distancing whenever you go out in public. And it's super, super, super important right now, especially to be extremely safe, because you never know what could happen, and COVID is a very, very real thing. So make sure you're staying safe when you leave your house, keeping your distance and everything like that. As far as like coming up, I have a dentist appointment on the 27th. It's just a cleaning. I'm a freak about my teeth. If you know anything about me, that is one thing that you should know, is I do not mess around with dental hygiene. My teeth are my prized possession, and dental hygiene is super important to me. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really happy, and I'm really happy with where my life's at right now. Even though I'm not exactly where I want to be relationship-wise, I know that things will work out and I'll be happy. And for now, maybe this time I'm just meant to focus on myself and get my life kind of back on track before I can focus on somebody else, which obviously is super important. So yeah, that's kind of like a little life update as far as me. If you're interested and if you even care to hear this, I made a new intro with Upside Down by JVKE, and I thought it was going to get copyrighted, but it didn't, so hopefully we can stick with the same intro music for a while. Also, if you guys don't know, I made a new Snapchat. It is Karina Marie 2020. I will have that down below. You can add me on Snapchat. My Instagram is Karina Marie 18, same way it's spelled here. And my Twitter is Karina May 5873. I'll also have that down below. And yeah, so if you want to add me on all my socials, like I said, all in the description. I love you guys to the moon and back, and to little bits and pieces and more, and I will see you in my next video real soon. Mwah. Bye guys.